I want to be married or whatever. I want to be in a relationship, but I feel like maybe I'm a little too picky.
Use me, or like, you know, like the sexy shit that we post, or like, oh, I'm just here to get, I want you to just use my pussy or something. Like, even though we portray that we're objects, we don't really want you to view us as objects.
I feel like I knew that I was going to be, though. Like, just at 14, I was just like, you're gonna be like the #1 porn star, do it.
Really?
Very much a fool in most of my decisions.
Even with all the success that you've had, you're an incredible mother now, businesswoman, you're working with Playboy, you still look back on that and you still feel ashamed?
Yeah, I don't like the fact that people can see me naked on the internet or can see those things happening to me. I think that it's gross.
But before we go any further, let me share the comment of the day. Shout out to Easter Sunday, one of the OG. He said, "Modern woman, for you to be with me, you have to be amazing. Men, what are you offering that's comparable? Modern woman, this box that's been run through by hundreds of other men. Men, yeah, sure thing." Walks away. Please, don't forget to reach out to us by email to claim your $5. As usual, guys, I'll pick one comment from each video. It may be the funniest, the most liked, or one that touched me, so don't forget to leave a comment, and you may be our next winner. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons too, as it helps a lot. Now back to the video.
Embrace your masculinity.
Hey guys, I hope you're having an amazing day. As an adult, and especially as a man, you know that whatever happens to you is your responsibility. When men victimize themselves, society does not give them a second chance, and even mocks them. You choose that thing, well, deal with the consequences. However, modern women think they can get away with whatever they do and say. When they engage in hoe behaviors such as doing corn, they want everyone else to accept them as they are. They even resort to the idea that they're humans, and nobody denies it in the first place. Yeah, corn stars and sex workers are humans, but 99.9% of men will treat them as objects, not wives.
I mean, we're human beings just like everyone else. We shouldn't be viewed as like, no matter how many times a porn star will post on Twitter, use me, or like, you know, like the sexy shit that we post, or like, oh, I'm just here to get, I want you to just use my pussy or something. Like, even though we portray that we're objects, we don't really want you to view us as objects.
That's just the fantasy.
That's just the fantasy. Yeah. That's just, you know, we're the same as everyone else. That's what I always tell everyone.
The mindset of not wanting to be sexualized while being part of an industry that thrives on it is, well, let's say, a bit of a head-scratcher. Actions come with consequences, and you can't expect the world to operate in a bubble of your intentions. If you're part of an industry that thrives on sexualization, don't be surprised when that's the lens through which you're viewed. It's a universal truth that can't be swept under the rug. If you market yourself in a certain way, the world will respond accordingly. To expect otherwise is, well, a bit delusional. Let's not dance around the harsh truth. The world judges based on what's outwardly presented. The notion of having an amazing personality? Well, that takes a back seat when all they see is, well, your asshole. How about you get a regular job? Ever hear of fast money comes with slow problems? What the fuck even is this? Make it make sense. Just don't do it. The choice is yours. So what I'm hearing is, even though we act like objects and do things that make us seem like objects, we don't want you to view us as objects. Shaking my head. Nah, she ain't a human, lol. Okay, let's say that I'm broke and still I deserve the hottest chick alive. Oh, not only that, I want her to be a virgin, submissive, and a wonderful human being. When a man who's broke, fat, or has any type of inadequacy for that matter, but asks for all these requirements, he's told to improve himself and deal with his circumstance. However, a cornstarch can do a lot of nasty things on camera, like sucking dick and getting banged by a BBC, and I don't mean the media company, of course. All that stuff might make men want to bang her, as well as she might give tons of pleasure, but the vast majority of men will not put a ring on her finger. She wants to be treated as a human being, not as an object. Cool. Don't objectify yourself in the first place. Let's see another clip that will prove again why you should have no sympathy for these women.
Why did you start doing porn?
I never know the answer to that question.
Really?
I just one day I think I was 14 and I just got the idea and I was like, I'm gonna do that.
No way. But
Yeah.
surely you were.
How's that possible?
Weren't you conscious of what people would think of it? You happen to come out successful.
I feel like I knew that I was going to be though. Just at 14, I was just you're gonna be the #1 porn star. Do it.
Really?
Yeah.
14 years old. Cool. What do you want to be in the future? Lawyer? Engineer? YouTuber? Astronaut? None of that. Among all the high-paying professions out there, she decided to do sex work. While men work their asses off to put food on the table and bring value to society, women just use their bodies to get men. Well, the regrets come sooner rather than later.
I was very much a fool in most of my decisions.
Even with all the success that you've had, you're an incredible mother now, businesswoman, you're working with Playboy, you still look back on that and you still feel ashamed?
Yeah, I don't like the fact that people can see me naked on the internet or can see those things happening to me. I think that it's gross.
That is crazy that you can build this whole life and you still feel ashamed.
I mean, I'm proud of myself and what I've done, and I wouldn't take anything back. However, it's not like I like the idea that people can view that of me. I personally, those videos make me want to throw up.
So, does she regret it or not? What's the decision? Well, she's built her brand based on her sexual past, so she's happy about making tons of money, but she doesn't like men seeing her naked 24/7. Sorry, not sorry, deal with the consequences.
I don't even like having sex. Honestly, I'm pretty much asexual. I never hook up with people. I don't find people attractive, and I've always been like that. It's not like there was a change after doing porn.
You just broke.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
How many rounds in bed with Lana Rhodes? LOL.
I think our most so far was 4.
In a day. It's really not that much, to be honest with you. When I was younger,
I don't feel like it would make a difference if you were younger, because
Oh, yeah, it does? What are you talking about?
I've never had sex more than 4 times, and I
yeah.
honestly feel like after the 3rd time your pussy is just sore.
is there any way you could say that a little bit more PC?
Find people attractive, and I've always been like that. It's not like there was a change after doing porn.
You just broke so many girls' and guys' hearts.
So many friends and girlfriends who thought porn was a good idea, and they don't end up with the same outcome as me. They end up with a bunch of videos of them getting fucked on the internet for their family to see. They make no money, and it's over for them.
People end up doing this, and like you said, they don't have a great outcome, and then all of a sudden it's that's basically what they get known for.
I can't imagine having to go to school after and be harassed, or having to work a normal job and then your boss finding out, that they can see your tits online. That just seems like a nightmare to me. For me, I'm lucky because if I'm in a position or I'm around people that I don't want to be around because they treat me a certain way because of my past, I can just be like, sorry, not messing with you. I don't think that it's good for anyone. They should make it illegal.
Lana's remorse seems to stem not from the deeds themselves, but from the consequences that have come knocking. Don't believe me? Go check out the plethora of interviews where she gleefully embraced her past, reveling in the spotlight and raking in the cash. And let's talk about her association with Playboy. If Lana is so against the industry that propelled her, why the continued connection? It's a contradiction that smacks of convenience and adds fuel to the fire of skepticism. Lana's journey serves as a microcosm of a larger issue, the idea that some modern women believe they can waltz through the world of sex work, make a quick buck, and then gracefully exit, leaving the past behind. But here's the cold, hard truth. Those videos, they're etched into the annals of the internet, forever. The digital age doesn't forget. It's a stark reminder that actions come with indelible consequences, and the road to redemption might not be as straightforward as some would hope. She should have said, well, when I was 14, I last used my brain, so now all of my brain cells are almost dead. She lost herself. As Andrew said, haram. Being P-Star's kid and receiving your mom jokes with video evidence must be an experience of a lifetime. This is why shaming abhorrent behavior is absolutely necessary for a healthy society. She is quite literally one of the most selfish people I've ever had the misfortune of listening to. Not only did she know what she was getting into, she then goes on a crusade to blame everyone else within the industry which she is still working in, and beyond, that has a child who will be subjected to bullying because of her decisions. Vile human. You're an incredible mother now. All children deserve a mother, but not all mothers deserve a child. She's not an incredible mother. Being a mom doesn't make you automatically awesome. She's a 304, and always will be. A woman won't ever regret her actions, just its consequences. The older I get, the more I understand this. She's not ashamed of the money, she's ashamed of the consequences. I don't like that people can see me naked on the internet. For free. Fixed it for you, Lana. It's weird how many young females think consequences don't exist. And then when they start to experience the consequences, it's just not fair, and definitely not their fault. I love how they called Lana an incredible mother. No mother who loves their kid would deprive them of a good father. How can she, with a straight face, say she is ashamed of what she's done, and then in the same breath say she's proud of herself? You know what's hilarious? That she still goes by her star name rather than her real name? This woman is delusional. No accountability at all. What she says about average porn stars is true. Namely, most of them get fucked, but get no money. And once they try to have a normal life, they can't because people sexualize them. That's the dark reality of this world of porn. And still, many women are the ones trying to get jobs in all these companies. Now here's another porn star who explains how difficult her dating life is now that her naked body and scenes are all over the internet.
Is it difficult for you to date with your history?
Yeah, it's not an easy task.
How do you navigate that?
It's not an easy task. I don't really navigate it. This is a tricky situation. It's a failed attempt. So I have men in my life that I enjoy and that I trust, and that as long as they're single, they're in my life, whether we have dinner, whether we hang out at my place, those are my sexual friendships.
Yeah, she admits that her brain is fried and she's unable to have monogamous relationships. Nothing you didn't expect. Her dating life is hard because she just accepts being used for sex, and it looks like she enjoys it as well, while other women are modest, have children, and are happily married. Something she'll never achieve unless she marries a simp.
There's one person that has been woven in my life for 13 years. He's truly the one person. He's my person. He's my number one person. But there's moments where I kind of shut him out for a period of time because I'm being stubborn about something. As you see me turn the necklace, that's when you know I'm telling the truth. But I just saw him last week, and when I see him, I'm the most comfortable in my skin with him. He has no issues or qualms with what I've done. He looks at me as a self-made, success story. So it takes a lot to meet somebody that sees me that way.
Yeah, because only a minority of men are willing to marry or date a hoe. Just by looking at what she did in the past, most men get insecure because she has lots of contacts and men who know how to please her better in bed, so she'll be prone to chatting for Sue. Plus, she even admits that she has sexual friendships, so she's Captain Red Flag. No sympathy.
When I explain it to young women interested in getting in the business, I run by all the reasons why I think maybe they shouldn't first. And then we try to surface to why I think they should, if we get there. Whether it's their family, their friendships. But I tell them, for the rest of your life, every man you meet is going to want to be with you. But they're not going to want to be with you.
What a line.
But it's real.
Yeah.
They want to be with you,
Yeah.
but they don't want to be with you. They don't want to be your emergency contact number. They don't want to bring you around their family. They don't want to have you around all their friends, but they want to be with you.
Yeah, a former porn star will probably give you lots of pleasure, but not the relationship you want, and surely not the life you want your kids to have. If your kids ever go to school and their classmates find out their mom was a porn star, they'll be bullied until they want to take their own lives. True story.
So that is a real thing. And so I never thought that the internet would happen. When we were on film, we were living double lives. Nobody knew who we were. Then the internet happens. I'm like, okay, double life, no more. and it's tricky. I can't meet a stranger. I can't be on a dating app. I meet people through people. I meet trusted sources through my friends. And usually, we'll hang out for a period of time. I've tried, so over the past 3 years since I've been here, I tried dating seriously twice. And the first time, 6 months in, I found out he had a live-in girlfriend.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so he was lying to me the entire time.
Emotional damage.
Wow, she's been a side chick for 6 months? What a surprise. As Myron says all the time, there are 2 categories: women you put in the sex zone and women you commit to. She belongs not only to the streets, but also to the sex zone.
And we've made it past that. We're cordial now. You know, it is what it is, but I confronted him on it when I found out, and we had this conversation. But then it made me feel more human, because it was my first time dating as a regular woman and looking at myself as not being in the industry anymore. And that's a normal thing that happens to women.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? This is relatable. I feel like one of you all. I feel so normal now that I've been cheated on. Like, this is so great. And then the second one.
Well, most men out there don't cheat because they don't have options. She gets cheated on because the man she dated had options. So she was nothing but a side chick. A sort of practice to please the woman she really wants even more.
It was a couple of months, and I realized that I ended that because he complained too much. So now I've got someone who likes me, who doesn't care about my past, who isn't judgmental, and this could have been another good fit. But he complained all the time, and don't complain about work when you're not working anymore. Don't complain about work late at night. Like, if you want to have a talk, we'll do a walk and talk in the park, air your shit out. But if it's late at night and we should be having sex or watching a movie and you're still complaining, I just can't. So I'm not lonely. I don't feel a void. But I would say, it's very important that somebody look at how difficult it is to date, especially when you're someone as popular as me. I'll meet somebody and I'll think they're cool, and then I realize they're way too much of a fan for me to be comfortable having sex with. Or they'll bring up a bunch of other porn stars that they know, and I'm like, okay, we're done. We're done here. You're a fan. You should have been in line at Exotica. We're never going to spend time alone together. But it's
Still, she probably uses all those fanboys to get free meals and gifts. Trust me, that's the part she'll never tell, because she just prefers victimizing herself.
And there's a security issue. You have to always be thinking about your safety as well, and that's something that you're always compromising by being so well known one way. But yeah, dating's kind of tough. My fingers are always crossed that 13-year-old guy is the guy that's in my life forever. Not 13 years. Did I say 13-year-old? No, my God, please delete that. I mean, 13-year guy. There's been a guy in my life for 13 years.
You shout like that, they put you in jail right away. No trial, no nothing.
She's the epitome of zero integrity. Instead of acknowledging that she's been used and abused because she's got a certain past and has allowed men to do it all, she prefers blaming men who, in all honesty, just wanted to bang her. Let's check some comments. All these guys in her life, but she has a hard time dating. The man she wants will not want her, not at this age, not after so many sexual partners, etc. When she gets to that age where she isn't even interested in sex, all those friends with benefits will probably disappear, even the one who has been with her for 13 years. What I don't understand is why she expects a different response. He's my #1 simp. This woman will always need a man around her to make her feel loved and cared for. Lisa Ann loves attention and cannot stand being alone. That's why Lisa Ann continues to have sex with different men in her life to make up for not having a real relationship, because no man wants Lisa Ann as a wife, or at least not. One common denominator in all of her wrecks. No flames intended. But this should be a cautionary tale of why you have to choose your career path a little bit better. I don't doubt it's hard. The pleasure centers and synapses are burned out. She does a pretty good job of pretending she's not a complete mess. That chick has mileage and issues. All she talks about are problems. She seems exhausted. Nothing about her is worth it. Guys, thanks for checking out this video. Stay tuned for more daily content, like subscribe and comment. See you in the next video, guys. Till next time. Guys, thanks for checking out this video. Stay tuned for more daily content. Like, subscribe, and comment. See you in the next video, guys. Till next time.